everyone, welcome back to Lily's English Cafe, the podcast where we learn English through real, everyday talks. I'm Lily.
And I'm Joe. Today we're talking about family.
Simple topic, but also not simple at all.
Exactly. Family can make you feel happy, funny, confused, and emotional, sometimes all at once.
Today's episode is your cozy English practice. One real conversation, some helpful words, and a speaking moment at the end.
Yes, in that speaking moment, Lily will talk to you. Your lines will show on the screen, and you say them out loud like a real conversation.
So don't just listen today. Listen, learn, and use your voice. Okay, Joe, before we talk about family, how are you today?
I'm okay, but honestly, I feel a little bad today.
Oh no, what happened?
My sister sent me a voice message this morning. She said, "Well, Joe, you still remember you have a family."
Ew, that sounds like a joke, but with a little pain inside.
That's exactly what it was. I laughed, but then I thought about it. Maybe she's right.
You haven't called in a while.
Not really. I send messages, but calling is different. Life gets busy, and then you look up and many days have passed.
That happens to so many people. We love someone, but the days go by and we don't show it the way we want to.
Yes, I think about my family. I just don't always reach out.
I've been there too. Last month, my aunt called me 2 times. I saw her name on the screen both times, and I kept thinking, I'll call her later when I have more time.
Ah yes, the famous "when I have more time."
And more time never came. When I finally called her, she didn't sound angry. She just said, "I thought you forgot me."
Oh, that's hard to hear.
It really was. She wasn't asking for much. She just wanted to feel that I still think about her. So I said, "I didn't forget you. I'm sorry it took me so long."
Simple words, but they take courage.
They do. And sometimes, that's all family needs. Not a big explanation, just to feel remembered.
I think about how my mom talks to me. Sometimes she calls, and the first thing she says is, "Did you eat?"
Ah, the most famous family question.
She's not really asking about food. She's saying, "I'm thinking about you. I want you to be okay."
Or she says, "Call me when you get there," which really means, "I'll worry until I hear from you."
Family love hides inside simple, everyday words.
It does. And when you start hearing it that way, it changes everything.
Lily, are you close to your family?
I am. But my relationship with them has changed as I got older. When I was young, family was my whole world. They raised me, guided me, and taught me right from wrong.
Your upbringing shaped you.
Exactly. My upbringing gave me respect for older people, for guests, and even for small things, like not wasting food. Those lessons became part of me so quietly, I didn't even notice until I was grown.
And then you grow up. You make your own choices. And sometimes your family doesn't fully understand those choices.
Not because they don't love you, it's just they're seeing life from a different place, a different time. That's the generational gap.
Yes, my parents grew up believing that safety was everything. A stable job, a clear plan, no risks, and that came from real experience. Life taught them to hold on tight.
And their worry about you comes from exactly that place.
I know, but knowing it doesn't always make it feel lighter. Sometimes care and pressure look very similar.
Yes, and many people carry that quietly. You love your family. You're grateful for everything they gave you. And still, some things feel heavy.
The obligations to calling, visiting, being there, explaining your life to people who love you but don't always understand you.
And when you can't meet those obligations, when life is too full or you're too tired, there's the guilt.
Even when you're trying your best.
Family can feel like both a gift and a weight at the same time.
I think a lot of people need to hear that.
That it's okay to feel both. You can love your family deeply and still need space to breathe. Those two things are not in conflict.
I needed to hear that today. Honestly. Can I ask you something a little personal?
Of course.
Have you ever had a real falling out with someone in your family? Not a small fight, but something that left a real silence between you.
Yes, my brother and I once went almost 4 months without talking properly. We had an argument. I don't even remember now exactly what started it, but after, we both went quiet.
And the longer the silence lasted, the harder it was to break.
Exactly. Silence starts as a pause, then slowly it becomes a wall.
Who called first?
I did. I decided I didn't want that wall to get any taller. I called him and said, I don't want to leave things like this between us. I didn't try to argue about who was right. I just said that,
That's the hardest part, not needing to win first.
and that's what making amends really means. Not that you were totally wrong, just that the relationship matters more than the argument.
Did it help?
Not right away. We didn't suddenly become perfect after one phone call, but something changed. The wall got smaller, and small was enough to start.
I had something similar with my brother last year, a small argument that got bigger than it should have, and then we both went quiet, after a few days. Calling felt strange, like too much time had passed.
But you called.
I did. I said, I didn't like how we ended that conversation. That was all.
And he said,
He said me neither, and that was the beginning.
sometimes those are the bravest conversations. The short ones. Because you go in without knowing how the other person will respond.
You just decide the relationship matters more than my fear, and you call.
Family is strange. We don't choose where we come from, but many of us keep choosing the people we love again and again, even through the hard parts.
That's a beautiful way to say it. They're your old stories. The people who remember who you were before you became who you are now.
There's a sense of belonging in that. A feeling that you have a place, and that place has always been yours.
And that feeling is rare. It's hard to find anywhere else.
And talking about family in English should reflect all of that. Not just I have one brother or I live with my parents.
We can say things like, my upbringing shaped the person I am. My family gives me a real sense of belonging. There is a generational gap between my parents and me. Family obligations can feel heavy, even when they come from love, after an argument. I try to make amends instead of staying silent.
That's the kind of English that helps you sound more real, more human. Let's take those words into word tours. Let's start with our first word, upbringing.
Upbringing, upbringing, upbringing.
Upbringing means the way you were raised as a child. The things your family taught you, the values they gave you.
You can say, my upbringing taught me to respect older people.
Or, my upbringing shaped the person I am today.
Or my upbringing made me more independent.
Our next word is belonging.
Belonging, belonging, belonging.
Belonging is the feeling that you are accepted somewhere. You feel like you have a place.
You can say, my family gives me a sense of belonging.
Or, I miss the feeling of belonging I have with my family.
Or, belonging is one of the most beautiful parts of family.
Belonging is the feeling that you are accepted somewhere. You feel like you have a place.
You can say, my family gives me a sense of belonging.
Or, I miss the feeling of belonging I have with my family.
Or, belonging is one of the most beautiful parts of family.
Next, generational gap.
Generational gap, generational gap, generational gap.
A generational gap is the difference in how older and younger people think or see life.
You can say, sometimes my parents and I see things differently because of the generational gap.
Or, the generational gap can cause small misunderstandings in my family.
Or I try to understand the generational gap instead of arguing right away.
Our next word is obligation.
Obligation, obligation, obligation.
An obligation is something you feel you must do because of duty, responsibility, or what others expect from you.
You can say family obligations can feel heavy sometimes.
Or, I have family obligations, but I also need time for myself.
Or, I love my family, but some obligations make me feel tired.
And our last phrase, make amends.
Make amends. Make amends. Make amends.
To make amends means to fix things after a problem. an argument, or a hurt feeling.
You can say, I called my brother to make amends.
I want to make amends after our argument.
Or in family, it's more important to make amends than to win every argument.
So today we had upbringing, belonging, generational gap, obligation, and make amends. 5 words to help you talk about family with more feeling.
And remember, understanding the words is just the first step. You need to practice them so they become part of your real English.
That's exactly why we created Lily's English Cafe Club. Inside you'll find the transcript, quizzes, games, shadowing practice, and warm support to help you keep going. Visit the link below after this episode.
That was really lovely.
It was. And learners, tell us in the comments, did the Speak with Lily section help you practice? Did saying the lines out loud feel different from just listening? Should we keep this part in future episodes?
Your feedback helps us make the show better. It really does.
Remember, English grows when you use it. Even one small sentence is a step forward. Take care of your English. And take care of your heart.
This is Joe.
And this is Lily. And you've been listening to Lily's English Cafe. Bye for now.